Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's McKinney. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Lucky 56. Over.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again on first down. Anderson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Looking for Shepard deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. throw now in his own end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone!
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And taken right at the 35. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And out now come the Vikings. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The drive will commence with a run by Melange. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll look to throw. But nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Anderson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
3rd and goal, option right. Oh, twisting away. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. And Diggs has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They run the counter now. It's Anderson. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're going to look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Handoff comes to Anderson, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Martinez. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Kalen Ballage, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The gun. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Watch him now, Barney!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for Shepard deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
Detroit! Hot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Detroit! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
On the toss, here's Balaj. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They get it to him running left. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
They'll try and sneak it here. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Minnesota, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.